Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Learning doesn't stop with graduation. Every new skill, every new question, every new experience helps people grow throughout their lives. Communities become stronger when curiosity is encouraged at every age. Tonight, our panel asks, how can communities encourage lifelong learning? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode, we explored supporting local arts and creativity. Tonight, we turn our attention to another foundation of thriving communities. How can neighborhoods encourage learning that continues throughout life?
So education is more than classrooms.
Exactly. Libraries, mentors, workshops, community organizations, and everyday experiences all help people continue learning. Tonight we'll discuss curiosity, education, practical skills, libraries, mentorship, and creating communities where learning never stops. President Pipeline, when a community wants to encourage lifelong learning, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
The morning sun still finds the bayou and shines.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities encourage lifelong learning? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. Lifelong learning begins with curiosity. Communities should encourage people to keep asking questions, learning new skills, and sharing what they know. Learning doesn't end with school. It continues throughout life.
So curiosity is a lifelong habit.
Exactly. Communities grow wiser when people never stop learning from one another.
Sometimes people think it's too late to learn something new.
Every stage of life offers new opportunities to grow.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Create opportunities to learn together. Community workshops, library programs, skill sharing events, mentoring. Learning becomes more enjoyable when people encourage one another.
So shared learning strengthens communities.
Absolutely. Knowledge grows when it is shared.
Communities become stronger when people remain teachable.
Every person has something worth learning and something worth teaching.
Learning connects generations as well.
A wonderful beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses encouraging curiosity, creativity, and lifelong education. Captain Constitution explores preserving knowledge, mentorship, and preparing future generations through learning. Stay with us.
The morning sun climbs over the river.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can encourage lifelong learning. So far we've discussed curiosity, shared learning, and creating opportunities for people of every age to grow. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how does encouragement strengthen lifelong learning?
People learn best when they feel supported. Celebrate curiosity. Offer workshops. Encourage creative problem solving. Communities become stronger when learning is welcomed at every age.
So confidence helps people keep learning.
Exactly. Encouragement often becomes the first step toward discovering new abilities.
Captain Constitution, what role does mentorship play?
Mentorship helps preserve knowledge while preparing future generations. Experienced people can share practical lessons. New learners bring fresh questions and ideas. Both strengthen the community.
So learning moves in both directions?
Very much so. Communities grow wiser when knowledge is shared generously.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Communities flourish when learning becomes part of everyday life.
Everyone has something to teach and something to learn.
Curiosity opens new opportunities.
Mentorship keeps valuable knowledge alive.
Sometimes the best classroom is a conversation with someone who has lived a different experience.
Communities become richer when people learn from one another. Market Maverick off microphone. And sometimes a hobby becomes a lifelong career. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical ways communities can encourage lifelong learning. Professor Data explores research on continuous learning. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that help people keep growing throughout life. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
Is watch the years roll by, from mountain dawns and Shenandoah to ships beneath the sky.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed curiosity, mentorship, and learning throughout life. Now let's ask an important question. How can communities make lifelong learning part of everyday life? Market Maverick, what practical steps encourage lifelong learning?
Support libraries, offer community classes, create skill sharing events, invite local experts to teach practical workshops. Small learning opportunities often inspire big achievements.
So accessible learning matters.
Exactly. When learning is easy to find, more people participate.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about continuous learning?
Research often associates lifelong learning with improved well-being, stronger civic engagement, greater adaptability, and continued personal growth. Communities benefit when people continue developing knowledge and skills throughout life.
So learning strengthens both individuals and communities.
Very much so. Communities become more resilient when curiosity remains active.
Peoples Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Read regularly, ask questions, attend local workshops, share what you've learned with others. Learning becomes even more valuable when it benefits the community.
Quick thoughts.
Curiosity opens new doors.
Knowledge grows when it is shared.
Learning builds confidence.
Mentorship preserves wisdom.
Nature is one of our oldest teachers.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps encourage lifelong learning. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
The morning sun still finds the mountains.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can encourage lifelong learning. We've talked about curiosity, mentorship, libraries, practical skills, and learning together. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens lifelong learning, what would it be?
Stay curious. Ask thoughtful questions and never assume you've learned all there is to know.
Share what you learn. Knowledge becomes more valuable when it helps someone else.
Encourage people of every age to try something new. Growth begins with one new experience.
Preserve knowledge and pass it forward. Every generation benefits from the lessons of those who came before.
Spend time observing the natural world. It remains one of humanity's greatest teachers.
Keep developing practical skills. Small improvements made consistently create remarkable results over time.
Visit your local library, attend a workshop, or teach a neighbor something new now. Learning builds stronger communities.
Continue evaluating, adapting, and learning throughout life. Communities thrive when curiosity becomes a shared habit.
Lifelong learning keeps minds active, communities adaptable, and generations connected. Every question asked, every skill learned, every lesson shared helps build a brighter future.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time, our panel explores Episode 051, How Can Communities Encourage Healthy Volunteerism? We'll discuss service, generosity, teamwork, local organizations, and practical ways neighbors can make a positive difference together. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage curiosity, learning, mentorship, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep asking, keep growing, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come